that's crazy
Okay.
or embarrassed
Okay.
by it, or reluctant of what other people just going to think in general.
Sure. So when you hear the term mental health, have you ever had that notion of that person is crazy or a little? So because what I heard you say is people they associate mental health with labels, and so a lot of times with labels, it's like the crazy, like you just said. Oh, she's a little special, or he's a little touched. Right. Okay. So have you ever found yourself thinking like that before, like reading about it or hearing about it? Had you ever felt that way, like they a little bit, not rat tight, the elevator doesn't go all the way?
I think more so when I was younger and not really didn't know the word too well. I think the more I grew as a Christian, the more I understood better.
Yeah.
But yes, I have had.
Yeah. And so one of the things that I love to do, because I do trainings in the community, is that having this type of conversation so that we can dispel labels, because a lot of times we attach labels to certain things, even diagnoses. So when you talk about depression, you think of sadness, or somebody that's not feeling very good, or anxious. They have something that's wrong with them. What are some things that you feel like as a community we could do to get the word out there about mental health? In general, what do you think we could do to continue this conversation? Because it doesn't just stop with myself. When you talk about labels and dispelling the myth of mental health, so you taking what you've learned and what you continue to learn and grow in, and the same with you, how do we continue that forward? When you hear somebody say, "Oh, that person is crazy," how do we stop that?
And the people informed, people are not educated or aware of what all involved in mental illness. I think even if they would have come out with more movies, I know lately they have come out with some movies, and I guess because of all the things that are going on in the world today that revolves around mental illness, they're beginning to come out with, I think there's a movie that's coming out with a lady that has like 2 children. They both have autism. Okay. And she ends up losing her kids behind something that one of the kids said or did, and they, treated that child like it was, somebody that was fully aware of what they were doing. And even, just TV, people watch TV a lot. So just like they're coming out with commercials now on everything about losing weight and different things that they are trying to get people's attention. So even if it started off with just advertisements, and it makes people interested, because it's becoming now where everybody, if they don't know someone personally, they know someone that knows someone, or they get some kind of experience with them. I have a sister that's mentally challenged, so that I grew up with, and it is very, very unique. It is something like because she's super sharp, super smart. In some levels, she's 62 now, but in some ways her mind is of a 5-year-old, and in other ways it's a 12-year-old. And maybe a teenager, she knows how to bathe herself and clean herself, but she could never drive a car. She could never live alone. I think TV
plays a major part.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
I have a couple of friends, people that I've known that have gone through some mental illnesses, and I think because they want to be transparent, they want to put it out there, they want to let people know that they're not crazy, to speak against the labeling, but there's some real issues that they're really facing. So I think if we could get people that have actually gone through some things to tell their stories, and if they don't mind being transparent, and honest about it, to draw some conversation.
And to speak more on, like, I've been through this, and so I've gotten through this, and talking about renewing your mind. So my personal testimony is, so the reason why renewing your mind came about is because many years ago I dealt with depression, And so I didn't realize what it was after having my third child. I became very isolated and withdrawn and all those things. And as a person of faith, I didn't want to say anything. I was trying to be the super mom and do all those things. Now, my family, my husband could tell something wasn't quite right, but I didn't know what wasn't right. And so, like, putting yourself out there to ask for the help and not being judged about asking for the help, specifically being the strong African-American female of your household. So eventually, those things, hiding, trying to, being upset and all those things, I had to step out and ask for the help and go and seek therapy. And so in our community, a lot of times that's not really talked about. You go up to, I don't trust that person or whatever. And so no, that talking about renewing your mind, I specifically, and I spoke with her and doing our interview, the Bible speaks of renewing your mind, but be renewed by your mind. So, renewing your mind, the way that I have taken it on and have really learned it is that if you're wanting to do something different, it starts in your mind, having a fresh sense of who you are. And so it's okay that we need help sometimes. Sometimes we have to ask and reach out to those that's not just your family members or your friends, because God bless them. They want to help you. They want to be there. Right. But you sometimes need an objective person to speak with you and check you on your stuff. Professional. So, that is what I've done. That is why I've always wanted to be in private practice. And really just, I call a mental health advocate, because connecting with people on a personal level to let them know, I experienced this, but I came through this. And so you don't have to stay, that's not the end of your story. You don't have to stay stuck, sad, depressed, hurt, not being able to relate to people because of traumas that have happened to you a long time ago. That is what renewing your mind is about. So that's the discussion there. And I think if we continue to have discussions like that, that is what the message is, to continue on. It doesn't just stop from my mouth and then drop. Yeah, so dispelling the myth is not just us having this conversation, but when you have people that say things, this person's off, this person's crazy, or that they're touched, how can you change that languaging, right? By educating them on what it is that the appropriate thing is to say. They're not touched. I have, and I'm going to be transparent here, my son, Jael, you would never know it. He's autistic, right? So you would never know that. Jael is my light. He is love and light. And so, as I said, the mental health field, based upon how you look at it, can be a very negative thing, but it's actually not. Mental health, mental wellness is something that you absolutely have to embrace, because if something's not right, mind, body, and spirit, then you're not operating in the fullness that you need to be in.
Amen. So you should have some more of these conversations.
And we should have some more. I would love to do that. Yes. So this is my other sister, Jay. She is one of my tribe sisters, one of my tribe leaders. She has a beautiful sacred space, and we call everything sacred because of what we bring to it, called the Woman's Earth. And so talking about mental health and loving yourself and self-love, it's also here in the Third Ward community. But yeah, so I met Jay actually, was it earlier this year, and we traveled and went to Tobago. And so all of these things, when you talk about renewing your mind, it for me, and I shared this with Jay, collapsed for me. Like everything that I had on the inside, going and doing that is just an extension of what is supposed to be right now. And so I'm just so grateful for y'all coming out and supporting what I'm doing. And like I said, with you, this is just one of many books that I'm looking to do and continue with the work that we've started here.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I know, I really can we take a picture, Miss J?
Yes.